Alrighty, this is sexual assault and battery by the gang members that are sharing and stalking in the path, and they're engaging in vagina monitoring together while I'm inside of the restroom and the entity is maintaining surveillance, entering into the restroom to maintain gang presence inside of that bathroom. Now pay attention to where they're aiming light. This is mentally ill behavior and it's sexually violent. It's predatory. This you're going to prosecute based on the mens rea. Impossible light moves across. That's AGS. I'm going to prosecute them. They're going to prison. The entities engaged in this 9NYK148 is stalking with the security cards. Impossible light is on that vehicle, and impossible light, which is terrorism, while license 9KFN131 AGS is stalking in the path with the patrons. Now they are specifically in this lane right here, this place, this position, in order to touch with light as I'm walking on the sidewalk, okay, as I'm walking down the street. And this one over here is in position with regard to where I am necessarily and presumably going to walk upon exiting the library. This is very much strategic with regard to wanting to touch with light, which is mentally ill behavior. Okay, this is the entity these are demons that are engaged in monitoring, and this is the prosecution for psychological torture. This is the prosecution for the perpetual sex offenders. They've been sitting in the library stalking with light and stalking with noise all day long inside of the venue, which is San Bernardino County. All right, this is P.O.C. I'm going to show you the environment where they are indeed stalking. This is my shadow here. This is my shadow here. The entity that's engaging in what is conspicuous surveillance on behalf of Michael Dorsey. This is the terrorist leader that's going to be federally prosecuted that is stalking me in Fontana using helicopters at this venue as well. This is the entity that's engaging in that, and they're doing so while they're monitoring, while the entity is engaged in criminal summoning, while they're engaged in what is monitoring, while they're stalking with light, they're sharing in that criminal conspiracy to commit murder. All right, this is P.O.C. This is station number 71. This is criminal summoning. This is San Bernardino County Fire. That's Muncie, the fire chief, the terrorist leader that's engaged in surveillance with the people, and they're all lined up, okay, to engage in surveillance on behalf of the government. This is an entity, an army of demons who are stalking one person together, and they are stalking in the most demented and deranged patterns, which is relevant to them being committed and being placed in prison. This is put. They've got multiple shadows while they're pacing on foot, pacing out of the building while the entity is sounding sirens. Metrolink is amplified audible activity while I'm walking outside, and the entity is engaged in what is stalking with light. The people of the state's engagement is stalking with light in the same way that they are while the fake sun is rising and setting. Okay, this is P.O.C. It is currently 8:46 p.m. The city of Fontana engaging in what is saying while aerial surveillance remains underway, and this is the entity that's engaging and exhibiting to the federal courts that's going to prosecute, that's going to sentence, that's going to award damages. This is impunity. All right, this is P.O.C. By the way, it's currently 8:47 p.m. All right, you see their crisscross shadows. Their shadows are dancing all over the place. That's not caused by the light. They're stalking. All right, and they're stalking while demons, these are psychopaths, are maintaining light activity, and it's obsessive, it's demonic, and it's criminal. All right, it's absolutely criminal. It's the criminal activity of San Bernardino County, the criminal activity of the city of Fontana. Just want to be clear, Ms. Bonquisha Warren, Top Ramanisha, Aquanetta Warren, she's being removed from office. This is exposing her as a terrorist leader. She's a violent sex offender. And what the Fontana Civic Center is engaging in, she is engaging in. The Fontana Civic Center is sharing the same property. This is P.O.C. It is currently 8:47 p.m.